Welcome student, welcome in Career Foundation. This is Ajay and today our class is class 10 math polynomial. Okay, without wasting time, let us start. First of all, we should know what is polynomial. Okay, but by this class 10, no, since class 8, class 9, you are aware of polynomial. But again, we will just remind, okay, if you concentrate, you can understand it well. Okay, let us start. What is polynomial? You know polynomial. In polynomial is a combination of variables and constant. Okay, this is polynomial. But what type of this variable? No, what type of this combination? Combination of variable and constant. Variable is denoted as x, y, and z. Like this one. Generally, we find x and y. No, generally, we need two variables, x, no, 2x plus like this, 3y equal to this. Generally, we get this. Constant is a generally real number. And if we denote this constant in any form, we write, then we use small letter A, B, C, so on. Okay. So like this, if you want to write a polynomial, suppose linear polynomial, okay, any 2x plus 6 equal to 0, suppose like this. No, or 2x minus 6, suppose like this. Okay, this is linear polynomial. Okay, we will explain how it is linear polynomial. In this polynomial thing, this x is variable, this is constant. Okay, this is also constant. Like this, to constant and variable. This is a set of constant and variable. So here, in polynomial, variable and constant has some different nature. Okay, that we have to first understand. Variable, variable will have the coefficient, exponent. Variable will have exponent means degree or power. The same, whatever power x has, this is called exponent, degree, and power also it is called. Okay. So like this, if the variable have some degree, some exponent on power, this power has to be a whole number. That means x to the power 0, 1, 2, 3, like this, all counting number, whole number. If other than this, concentrate here students, if other than this, no whole number is there, suppose different number is there, then this is not a polynomial. Understood? No. I think you might be knowing, no? Lower classes you might have understood this. This is not a polynomial. But here and coefficient means just just before the variables, whatever numbers are, that is called coefficient. In this polynomial, okay, polynomial is this much only, no? This is equation. In this polynomial, 2 is the coefficient of x and Here 6 is the coefficient of f to the power 1 here. 6 is the coefficient of f to the power 0, like this. Okay? So these are the coefficients, no, just before variable, means into forms. These nature of coefficient will be any real number. No, this degree will be whole number, and this coefficient a, no, denoted by a, this will be a real number. Real number means what? Any type of number. Okay. This you might be knowing. Okay. But again, I reminded you. That means if any form of expression, if it is combination of variable and constant, it will be called polynomial when the degree, okay, exponent of variable are in whole number, and the coefficient may be real number. Okay, coefficient is real number. Understood? Okay. One thing very much clear. You understood what is polynomial. Okay. Now come to the form of polynomial. Okay. Form of polynomial. Just now we discussed variables are generally written as x, y, like this, and constant a, b, c. Okay, like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, Z, like this, only 26. No, 26 alphabets are there. Suppose if you want to write English polynomial, so then A1, A2, A3, like this you can use. No, so that will be better. So like this real form of polynomial will be what? Form of polynomial. This is, suppose this is x to the power n. No, this is variable. Maybe 10, 5, anything. Then same if here AF means F is 1, so this is also 1. Like this if you consider. Only AF if you write, no. So here if X is n, here coefficient is also n. Next will be what? X plus, no, plus x e n minus 1, 1 less, n minus 1 bottom side, and not to the power. This is the just number counting, n minus 1. Like this, n minus 2, n minus 3, continue. Finally, it will be what? In last, n minus n, x to the power 0. No, finally it will be x to the power 0, and this is also 0, means no a. Finally, this will be what? X to the power 0 means 1. So finally, in the final form, this will be 1. You understood how it is 1? Because if finally the starting number n minus 1, suppose it is 10, so 9, 8, 7, like this, finally it will become 1. No. So n it will come. N minus n means what? 0. X to the power 0 means 1. Variable also 1. Constant also 1. So this is 1. Before that, what will be there? X to the power n minus n thana. So this is n, not n. This is, if it is 0, this is what? 1. No, this is 1 a to the power 1. This is the form of polynomial. If one more you want to write, this will be what? X to the power 2, a to the power 2, in between number. Okay? This is the form of polynomial. But usually, no, in practical, this much, no, uncounted forms is not in use to show that what we use, suppose any the n number of x means the power of x coefficient is suppose 5. Let it be let n is equal to 5. Then right, let n is equal to 5. This will be what? X to the power 5. Okay. Certainly the next x plus coefficient we will write later on. Okay. X to the power 5. Certainly next x has to be 4. Next x has to be 3. Okay. Next x has to be square. Here has to be x to the power 1. Need not to write 1. Therefore only x. And next x to the power x to the power 0, which is equal to 1. Okay. This sort of variation, this sort of this x variable will go suddenly, slowly, just continuously one power less, one exponent less, x to the power 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. Okay. And coefficient generally, what we do not use this A1, A2, A3. Generally, we use first A, then second will be B, third will be C, fourth will be D, then E, then F. Like this, we indicate. This is the practical form of polynomial. Okay. Here, ax is equal to x to the power 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, generally it is not written 1 into f is equal to f. You will not get this. This is the this is also form of polynomial. When we will write this form? When the exponent is given fixed, then only we can use like ABCD. If it is suppose too long, then A1, A2 like this. Okay. This is a form of polynomial. Like this form of polynomial types turn degree. Okay. Then form of polynomial linear form. Form we will discuss later on here. Suppose first come to type of polynomial. Okay. Again we will go to the form, but in between we should discuss the type of polynomial that already we are knowing. Just I am reminding you the type of polynomial on the basis of the type of polynomial term. No, term basis. On the basis of term, it is what? One term. Okay. Suppose it is one term, x square, suppose 7x square, only one term. Term you know, term, two term, when two term will be considered? When the any like this expression separated by plus or minus. In between, if into are there, this is one term. That you know in lower classes, you might be knowing. Here in term wise, mono, if only one term, monomial, no, mono, dinomial, like this tri, and that is monomial. Okay, so that you know. Here, no need to discuss too much for this. This is term basis, monomial, dinomial, trinomial, like this, trinomial. Okay, now on the basis of degree or exponent, okay, degree of polynomial. First of all, let us know what is degree of polynomial. Suppose this is like this, okay, ax square, bx to the power c3 like this, d x square plus ex plus f like this, whatever, like this. The degree of polynomial will we consider the highest power in this polynomial, highest degree of variable. Generally, it is written in starting. If asked degree of the polynomial, this polynomial have degree 5. Okay. On the basis of degree of polynomial, how many types of polynomial? Linear. Linear means where only one. Linear means degree will be what? X to the power 1. Only x. X plus 4. Like this. Okay. Then linear quadratic. Quadratic means 2. X to the power 2 means exponent 2. So x square, suppose 3x plus 2, like this. Okay. Then cubic power 3. Cube you know is 3. X to the power cube and 2x square, something, anything like this. 2 square plus 7, like this. This should be cubic. This is 2 means quadratic. This is 1 means linear. By quadratic. By quadratic means x to the power 4. No, anything 2x to the power 4. Suppose 3x cube, like this. 5. The maximum power should be 4 by quadratic. This thing also you know. Okay. Just reminded all these things. This is what type of polynomial. Now come to the form of polynomial again. No? Form of polynomial. In form of polynomial, just now we discussed the form of polynomial. Linear. Linear means what? Means the maximum power of x has to be 1. No need to write 1. X means x to the power 1. So 1, next x will be what? X to the power 0. This real form will be what? X to the power 0 means 1. That means only coefficient. Okay. So here some coefficient might be there. So ax here next will be what? Bx to the power 0. So ax plus this is 1. So only b. That means form of linear. Okay. Form, I should write this first side, no problem. Form of linear polynomial. This is what? Ax plus b. Let us write in the left side. Okay. Then yes, explain easily. Form of linear. Form of polynomial. Linear. Ax plus b. Understood? Or it is ax plus b. This is from same way. If this is ax plus b, then quadratic x has to be power 2. Here first will be this, second plus x has to be power next 1. Here it will be b, 1 no need to write. Then another x c, no, coefficient c and x to the power 0. No need to write because this is equal to 1 and 1 into c. So finally we will write only c. No, x square. So like this is form of quadratic. Now come to cubic. Again in cubic, a x to the power cube. Next is b x to the power square, x square. C x to the power 1. D is what? X to the power 0. No need to write, to delete. Okay. This is the cubic. By quadratic. By quadratic में x to the power 4 A, then B x to the power 3, C x to the power 2, B x to the power 1, no need to write, and D E x to the power 0 is equal to 1, no need to write, like this. So this is the form of polynomial, okay? You can write, you can understand, you can make easily this. A, B, C like this coefficient will increase, and x, whatever power next is 0, 0, 0, next is just one number less. But one thing comes, if suppose a polynomial, suppose quadratic polynomial, x to the power 4 plus 7 is written. Just understand. So this is what polynomial? Quadratic, biquadratic, sorry, biquadratic. Here in this biquadratic polynomial, why it is biquadratic? So do you know definition? The variable, maximum power of variable is 4. That's why it is biquadratic. And here last is 7. So that certainly x is what? Here x to the power 0. So that means 7 into this is 1 is equal to 7. That's why it is denoted 7. And this is not written x to the power 0. So that means what? Here this is not written, only x to the power 4 and 7 is written. That means what? X to the power 4 and the last 7 is written, where x to the power 0 deleted, not written. In between x, you know, in real form of polynomial, x has to be what? X has to be next 3, x to the power 3, next x to the power 2, next x to the power 1, and next x to the power 0. No, like these variables are actually positioned like this. No, but due to this value of 1, this is not written, deleted, and this is not in, no, not in convention, means not in use, only x we write. Therefore, we write like this. But here see x to the power 4 and directly 7 is there. 7, this is not written, that you understood. So this is deleted, this form. You know, but actually the real form is like this. But where are these? These are not visible here. Why? These are missing here. Why missing? If the coefficient is 0, this becomes 0. Okay, plus 0. Here also, if coefficient 0, this becomes 0. Here also, if coefficient 0, if, then this is also 0. So then actually what left? X to the power 4 and here only 7. Therefore, these 0 are not mentioned. Equation became only x to the power 4 and 7. I think you understood. If in this equation, suppose in this equation, question is being asked, write the coefficient of x to the power 3. Here x to the power 3 is not there. You will think from where it will come. But you know it is hidden. Here see x to the power 3 coefficient is what? 0. If somebody asks to write the coefficient of x, this is hidden x. Coefficient is 0. Okay. If asked, write the variables. Okay, exponent of variable in 7. Then here, this is variable exponent 0, 7. Like this, you can answer this question. In lower classes, you might be knowing all these things. Okay, so like this, you can reply the question. This is the form of polynomials. Okay, cubic. Now come to the formula. Okay, formula of polynomial. See, formula of polynomial if zeros. Right? First of all, let us discuss what is zeros. Then we will come to formula. Zeros. Zeros of polynomial.
Zeros of polynomial means what? Any polynomial. Suppose 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. This is polynomial. Here, zeros of polynomial means variable, value of variable. Zero means what? Value of variable. Here what is? X. This is zeros of polynomial. Okay. Here zeros of polynomial. Find the value of x. Same. Zeros. Find the zeros of polynomial. Okay. If you think it in another way, zeros of polynomial means what? Value of x, or zeros of polynomial means the number which will make this polynomial equal to 0. Make this polynomial equal to 0. That value of variable is zeros of polynomial. Zeros, keep in mind, zeros of polynomial means the number which makes this polynomial 0. That number is zeros of polynomial, means that value of the variable is polynomial. Zero of polynomials. Here see, if you write the value 3, then 2 into 3 minus 6 is equal to 2 3 are 6 minus 6 0. That means the value 3 of this variable made this polynomial 0. Okay. In simple way, how we calculate? We just take a polynomial, take this polynomial and put it equal to 0 and take out the value of 0. So this will be what? 2x, this right side 6. Only x 6 by 2. We see 3. Okay. See, same 3 can. This is same 3. That means if zeros of polynomial is being asked, put equal to 0, then solve, take out the value of x variable. That will be the value zeros of polynomial. Okay. Here, how many exponent? Zeros, linear. Exponent is 1, linear. So 0 means value of 0. Answer will be only 1. If x to the power 2 quadratic, value of x will be 2. 2 values will come. X to the power 3 value will be 3. X to the power 4, like this. 4 values means 4 answer will be there. Okay. This you understood. Okay. So zeros of polynomial you understood. Now formula. Okay. Zeros of polynomial. See. Conventionally, if polynomial is linear, it will only 1 0. This is generally denoted by alpha. If it is quadratic 2 0, this is denoted by alpha and beta. If 3 zeros means 3 values, this will be denoted by alpha, beta, like this, gamma, delta, like this. If 4 more than 3, generally denoted as capital letter A, B, C, D, like this. And if more than this, E, F, G, like this, up to that. Okay. So this is conventionally zeros are written in alpha, beta, gamma forms. That also you have to know. Okay. Now come to the form of polynomial we written. Okay. Quadratic formula of polynomial. Okay. Come. Zeros of polynomial, formula of polynomial. Formula of polynomial will be asked only when the zeros are given. Linear, right? Formula of polynomial. First is linear. You know linear will have only one zero. If this is zero, only one zero means alpha. In this case, the formula of polynomial is x minus alpha. If it is quadratic that means two zero will be there, alpha and beta. Then formula is what? Quadratic means x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta. If it is cubic, then three zero will be there, alpha, beta, gamma. In this case, x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha x, and then again minus alpha into beta into gamma, like this. Up to here only it is asked. You can write more also, okay, but here no need to explain, okay. Cubic, same form it will go. Let us one I explain. Cubic it is biquadratic. Biquadratic. In this case, 4 alpha, beta, gamma, delta will be there. In this case, what will be there? The x to the power 4 minus alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta x to the power 3. If it is minus, alternate it will come. See, everywhere alternate. Plus, minus, again plus. And this power alternate becoming down. So this will be what? Again 2. 2 multiple. Then 3. Okay. So this is what? Alpha into beta. Alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into delta plus delta into alpha. Delta into alpha x square. Then coming next x. This was two combination of two, here combination of three, alpha, beta, gamma. Like here it was plus, then again minus will come alpha, beta, gamma, plus again alpha, beta, gamma, then alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma, next beta, gamma, delta. Beta, gamma, delta. Then again gamma, delta, alpha. And again delta, alpha, beta, x. Okay. And this is plus alpha into beta into gamma into delta. Like this form we can write. But no need to remember this. This will not be asked. Maybe asked, but okay. So this is the formula. When formula will be asked? When your zero is given. Okay. Now come to formula zero, which relation of zero and coefficient. Okay. Here see form of polynomial zeros. How many zero will be here? 1 alpha, no, zeros. Here it will be how much? Here it will be alpha and beta. Here it will be alpha, beta, and gamma. Only three relation is mentioned in this class, so no need to go more. Okay, we will discuss this. Okay, this form of polynomial noted down. Okay, now I am deleting this. Now we will discuss the formula relation. Okay, here relation zero linear mean relation. What relation of zeros and coefficient. This relation of zeros and coefficient. Okay, coefficient. This we will discuss here. First of this linear. In linear, only one zero is there, alpha. This is what? Here relation of linear is what? Linear में relation alpha is equal to here two coefficient a and b minus b by a. Okay. Next cubic. No, quadratic. Quadratic. Here two alpha and beta. Two are there. No. Here in two different relations are there. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a and alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Now come to cubic. In this three alpha, beta and gamma is there. Here alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to same minus b by a. Okay. Now next alpha into beta plus then again beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. This is equal to c by a. Okay, and then next this multiple alpha beta gamma minus b by a. Okay, this you have to remember. This is the relation. Based on this, question will be asked. Here alpha, beta, gamma, you know, these are zero. And A, B, C is what? First coefficient, any equation you take. First is A, second will be B, third consider C, fourth B, like this. Okay. A relation also we discussed relation of zeros and coefficient. Now, geographical graph, okay, linear equations, okay. Now we will discuss the geographical graph. In class 9, okay, already the polynomial and their graph we have done. Now, suppose just now, no, we have written here 2x minus 6 is equal to 0, like this. So what we are doing? No, if we have to make graph, this 0 will convert in place of 0. What we will write? 2x minus this is 0. Okay, this will be y. No, then two column we were making. No, banate the ninth. This is in two column. Suppose if you put value of x, then y will come. Okay. In this equation, put if value of x is 1 in place of x, if you put 1, so this is 2 minus 6 plus 2 minus 6 minus 4. If you give 2, then this is 4 or 4 minus 6, so minus 2. If you give 0, then this will be minus 6. If you give minus 2, like this you can give minus 2 to minus 4 and minus 10 minus 6, this will be minus 10. Like this, not more than 3 required, but you may take out more. And like this, no, on graph, you are denoting first is x, suppose this is 1, that you know, no? 1, so y will be 4, and this is minus, this is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this line, this 1.2 and 2, this is 2, in x, y also 2, That you know. No? Like this, whatever line will come, you will connect. That you know. How to make a graph on graph paper of the equation. Okay, that you know. If it is quadratic, same way, then also full equation is equal to y, put value of x and y it will come. Okay, like this graph will be made. If it is linear, in linear always graph will be straight line. If it is quadratic, okay, that we will discuss. No? Graph will be straight line. If it is quadratic, then graph will be what? Graph will be curve. Okay, one curve, quadratic, one curve like this graph, one curve, and two places it will touch the x-axis. Two places. Suppose this is y. Two places. Here, two places touching means this graph A and A dash or AB. This will be called what? This will be called quadratic equation graph. Two answers. Okay. And if it's three places, suppose three places it is touching like this, See, one place, two place, three place. Then three answers. That means this is cubic. If four places, then by quadratic. That you know. Okay. Like this graph will be, graph will be displayed like this. Cubic. Now, in quadratic, if see this parabola is open upside, that means upside open. That means certainly this will be x square plus 2x plus 1 like this. This coefficient is positive if it is upside. And if it is downside, that means this will be minus. Okay, keep in mind. Open upside means coefficient of what? The highest variable is positive. Down means negative. That also you can know. Okay. Linear equations, quadratic. That you know, quadratic, two answer means two places it will cut the x. Cubic, three places, three answers. By quadratic, okay, also this is quadratic, 0, 2, 0 coincides. Okay, now let us discuss some other things. Okay, quadratic have two zeros. Okay, no zero. Suppose if graph is like this, okay, and like this x-axis, two places it is intersected by the graph A dash or AB. This means what? This means two zeros is clearly visible. Equation has two zeros. Okay, two zeros clear. If suppose in the graph this is this curve only touching one point. This is A. Okay, this is A dash A B dash. Suppose this is A. That means what? This is curve. That means certainly this is the quadratic. Answer should be 2. But only one point touching means this is both answer is this point only. Okay, value of this x is both answer. That means this graph is showing the coincide. Coincide. No, same place. Two value at same place. So this will be the displaying coincide graph. Okay. If suppose graph is like this, here AB, here x-axis, this graph is not touching, no zero. If not touching, that means no zero means no answer of the variables. That also you know. Okay? In lower classes, we already discussed these things. Okay. Now division of algorithm for polynomial. Okay, division of algorithm for polynomial. In class 9th already you have done this type of questions. Okay, division of algorithm. Suppose this is given 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2. This is polynomial. Okay, two zeros is given. Suppose here root 2 and minus root 2. Then other two zeros are being asked. Okay, we know no, in class 9 we have discussed if 0 is there, then x minus this 0 root 2. This will be the factor of this polynomial. Another factor will be what? X minus again this minus root 2. That means x plus root 2. With this 2 factor we can generate here. We can write this is x plus root 2. What are the two factors? X minus root 2, x plus root 2. If we multiply this multiplication also will be this factor of this. No, what will be the result of multiplication? X plus 2, a minus b, a plus b, x square minus b square. This is x square minus root 2 square means what? 2. So this is also a factor of this. This was 2 factor. No, with combination of this multiplication, this generated, that means this is also a factor. If this is a factor of this, if we divide by this, then what will be there? The resultant will be also a factor, and that can be also factorized. So suppose first factor was what? Minus root 2. Second factor was x plus root 2. Two more factors we have to take out. Do fatapat. Okay. The final factor is x square minus 2. Suppose this is x square minus 2. Then we can divide this. Divide this by x square minus 2. X square minus 2. How many times? Here we will write here no, in place of here. Place is enough. Okay. How much? X square here. Here I'm writing the quotient here. So x square here. If you write plus x square, this type of sum you know x square x to the power 4 minus 2x square. This is minus, then the power plus, then minus here plus this cut here minus. That means what? 3x. Wait, 3x cube. Okay. If it is cube, we will not write in front of this. This will be written in front of this like term. This is 2x square. This will be blank. Okay. So here, what will be there? Minus change. No, sign change. This plus change into minus and this minus change into plus. X square and 2x square. So this will be cancelled, plus and minus same number, and this will be what? Minus x square. Okay, and this will come again down. 3 down minus 3x cube. And this will also come down minus 2. But again, minus 3x. If you put here, then it will be what? Minus 3x cube. Put here minus 3x cube minus minus plus x. Here minus and minus plus 6x. That's all. Again do change power. Sorry, change minus to plus to minus. Same number opposite. Cut. This is what? This came down minus x square. This also cut. Same number, opposite sign. This is 2. What will be there? Next number x square minus 2. No. Yeah, something wrong we have done. Okay, I think so. X square. No, minus x square. Either question wrong or I have done wrong. Let me see. What was the question? Minus 3x square minus 2. It was plus x square 4x square 2 x to the power 4 2x square. Okay, I have done wrong here. Na? 2x. Question was different. Question was what? Here it was 2x square. I have noted it wrong. Okay. Then here 2 will come. 2, 2x square. Then it will go. And this is what? Again 2 to the 4. Here it will be minus 4x square. Sorry, I will note it down question wrong. Minus 4x square, then it will be plus. No, plus. Now, okay, and it will be plus. This was different, and others are same. Okay, this was my mistake. Sorry, noted question wrong. Now, same. This is plus 1. The same number will come. This is minus, this is plus, cut 0. Another factor is what? This other than these two, this is the another factor. In another factor, 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Factorize this, then 2 factor will come. Middle term factorize 2 into 1. No, 2 into 1 is equal to 3. So 3, 2 into 1 is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2. Okay, and this minus, that means 2x. No, this 2x minus x is equal to minus 3x. We will get like this. Split the middle term. 2x minus x plus 1. In place of this, we have written this. Okay. Now, if you take x, 2 is common. No? 2 and x. So x is left here. 2 out minus x. Minus 1. No? 2x is out. So 2x, x is left. And this is minus 2x out. So 1. Here minus 1 if you take, then it will be what? Minus 1 x minus 1. Okay, these two are common. X minus 1. What left? This and this 2x minus 1. That means another two factor are what? X minus 1 and 2x. 2x minus 1. Like this, division also we can do. You are familiar all of this. So we have covered up to this, and the explanation of the chapter polynomial is over. Now in next video we will make the sum and different variety of sum in next video. So like this, I think you might have understood the polynomial. If you understood well, like this video and must subscribe my channel Career Foundation Ajay Prasad. Okay.